Welcome to another program by Dr. Paul Lam, dedicated to empower people to improve health and wellness.
Welcome to my most rejuvenating new program designed to empower people to restore and improve health and wellness.
Dr. Paul Lam, a family physician and Tai Chi expert, is a world leader in the field of Tai Chi for health improvement. Dr. Lam and his medical and Tai Chi colleagues have created a series of Tai Chi for health programs shown by medical studies to improve health and quality of life. His Tai Chi programs have impacted over 2 million people worldwide.
Hello, I'm Paul Lam. Welcome to my class. Ups and downs, setbacks and progress is the rhythm of life and nature. Tai Chi is an exercise and an art from ancient China created based on the law of nature. Taking advantage of the Tai Chi's healing power, this program can help you to restore your health from your setback. You can use this program as one of the tools for recovering from almost any condition, including the stroke, illness, injury, surgical procedures, or significant stress. Self-help is the most powerful way to take better control of your health. My program is designed not just to restore to your original state of health, but also to turn the setback into a positive outcome as the way to better health and wellness.
Tai Chi originated from ancient China. Nowadays, most people practice Tai Chi for health and relaxation. Created based on law of nature, Tai Chi strengthens the mind and body. Integration of the mind and body can be achieved through the ongoing practice of Tai Chi. It is suitable for almost anyone and can be practiced anywhere. The flowing movements contain much inner strength. Like water flowing in a river, beneath the tranquil surface there is a current with immense power, the power for healing and wellness.
Tai Chi is fair to everyone. The more effort you put in, the more benefit and enjoyment you will gain. My Tai Chi is designed to be accessible so that almost anyone at any condition can learn it. Give it a try and discover Tai Chi's power yourself.
In recent years, numerous medical studies have shown Tai Chi improves almost all aspects of health. Tai Chi improves physical health, especially muscular strength, flexibility and fitness. It relaxes the mind and improves mental balance to help manage stress. Tai Chi brings harmony and tranquility, providing us with inner peace and enabling us to listen and understand others better, thus improving relationship.
Please set aside a regular time daily for my class. 1 hour, half an hour, or even 5 minutes would work. Do consider ask a friend or carer to join you. I will be teaching you as though you are having lessons with me. Please follow my instructions carefully and practice regularly. I recommend you to practice at least several days after each lesson. When you become very familiar with the movements, then you're ready to move on to the next lesson. If one lesson is too much for you, if you don't remember it too well for one setting, you can stop the DVD anytime, practice what you have learned until you're familiar with that, and then you can move on to the next part of the lesson. At the end of the DVD, I will demonstrate the set from the front and then back-on views. You can use the back-on views to follow and practice with me. Please consult your health professionals if you are in any doubt about whether any part of this program is safe for you. Be sure to move well within your comfort zone. If you don't feel comfortable doing a movement, visualize yourself doing it fully, but only move within your comfort zone. For example, if you cannot move as far in this movement, you can move what's comfortable to you, but visualize you're doing what I'm doing. And studies show that if you use visualization, you can still gain health and improve your Tai Chi skill and flexibility. When bending your knees, be sure to bend slightly, well within your comfort zone. Even if you can bend more deeply, it's important not to overdo it. If you draw a line from the kneecap to the toe, be sure not to exceed this line, because overstretching would be too strenuous and also make it easier to lose balance. If you draw a line between the kneecap to the tip of your toe, the kneecap should not exceed this line. Always begin your session with warm-up exercises and ends with cooling down exercises. Wear loose, comfortable clothing and flat, well-fitting shoes. Continue your session only for as long as you feel comfortable. Listen to your body and rest when you start feeling tired, in pain, or lost concentration. Regular practice will keep your muscle well toned, thus minimize the risk of injury. Gradually build up the length and number of practice sessions, aiming at about half to 1 hour for most days. A good guide is to practice for the length of time you can walk comfortably at a steady pace. I call this 1, 2, 3 warm-up exercises. 1 is walking around, warming up your whole body. 2 is 2 stretch of the body from the neck down. So you have 2 stretches of the neck, 2 in the shoulder, spine, hip, knee, and ankles. And 3 is the cooling down exercises, which we'll do at the end of our exercise session. So let's start with 1, walking around. We're going to stretch our hands and smile to everybody. Hey. Yeah, you look great. I love the t-shirt. We're going to do 2 stretches, starting from the neck. Before you start though, be aware of your posture. So your feet is roughly shoulder width apart, parallel to each other. I'd like you to think of your body as a string, and you gently stretch the top of the string and the bottom of the string. So you are standing upright, but not tense. And we're going to focus and bring our hands up slowly, breathing slowly, and then turn your hands, push your hands towards you, and push your chin back gently. Then turn, push forward, and slowly, slowly bend your neck, keeping your body upright. Then let's do that again. Breathing, hands up, looking straight ahead, hands back, chin back, and push forward, and slowly, slowly bend your neck. For the third time, we're going to do everything 3 times. Chin back, and forward, and bend your neck. The second neck exercise starts the same way. Hands up slowly, and then bring your left hand up and gently push your right hand down next to your hip, looking at the tip of your middle finger, and turn your neck to 70% of your normal range of motion, and come back to this gently, slowly. Change hands and turn to 70% of your normal range of motion. Come back again, and next time you can turn just a little more. Come back, moving smoothly, slowly, and well within your comfort zone. Come back again. This is the third time. Each time you can stretch a little further. But still within your comfort zone. Then we're moving down to the shoulder. Keeping your body upright, roll your shoulder gently forward. Once, twice, 3 times. Then roll them back gently. Once, twice, 3 times. The second shoulder exercise, you stretch your hands and bring them up gently to where it's comfortable to you, and press down gently, bend your knees gently to what is comfortable to you. Again, breathe in, hands up, breathe out, gently press down, bend slightly. One more time. Breathe in and breathe out. Next, we're working our way down to the spine. We're going to do 2 stretches in the spine. Bring your hands in front of you as though you're carrying a large beach ball, and we're going to bring the bottom hand up. Imagine the ceiling is falling down. We're all going to hold up that ceiling and push the other hand down gently. And now we bring your hands back to carrying the ball. Bend your knees slightly and change hands. One hand up, one hand down, and gently stretch. Hands back, carrying the ball, and separate your hands. As you open up, visualize you stretching your spine. One more time, breathing in as you're carrying the ball, separate, breathe out and gently stretch. And you don't have to adhere to this breathing pattern. Breathe within your comfort. The second spine stretching comes the same way, carrying the ball in front of you. This time, turn your torso to where the top hand is. Change your hands, turn your torso, and bring your hands over. Change your hands gently and turn. Change your hands again. Make sure that you're turning your torso. So in another way, it's like your belly button and your hands are at the same direction. One more time each side. Turn and change hands and turn. Then we're working our way down to our hip. When you do the hip exercise, if you're not comfortable, you can sit down and visualize you moving the full range. And again, you can do what's comfortable to you and visualize you doing full movement. So for the hip exercise, just bring your toe out a tiny little bit and then bring your hands up, keeping your body upright. And as your hands press down, bend your knees slightly and take the left foot forward, touching down, your hands back to balance. Then you can bring your hands back and your foot in the middle for rest, or you can just go through. So you can have a rest or you can step through. One more time. One more time to the front and to the back. And let's change our feet. Front and back. Front and back. One more time. Front and back. The next hip exercise, I like you to imagine there's a wall next to you and you bring your hands pressing on the wall, both hands pressing on the same wall, but the bottom hand is closer to the elbow and below the elbow. Bend your knees and stretch the foot out just to as far as they're comfortable to you. Let's change hands. Push against the imaginary wall, stretch your hip. One more time. Against the wall, stretch your foot. Against the wall, stretch. One more time each side. Then we're going to do the knee again, making your toes slightly pointing out. Make two fists next to your hip and just a bit below your hip. Still maintain a nice curve here. Bend your knees to what's comfortable. Touch down with the ball of the foot and gently punch forward. Your weight still on the back foot. Come back. The same with the other side. And of course, if you are very comfortable to lift your foot up and stretch your knee this way, that's okay too. Do the other side. One more time. And you can hang on to something if you're unstable. Do everything within your comfort zone. Next knee exercise, start the same way. Bend your knees a little. Touch down with the heel of your foot. Put your foot down and then gradually shift the weight forward. Come back. And the other side. Touch, foot, weight. Come back. Touch down, gently punch forward with your weight. Come back, looking straight ahead, keeping your body upright. Come back. And the last one of this stretch. Come back. The next is the ankle. So we're going to have your palm, press on the palm, relax your hands, and put your hands just below your belly button, where the dantian is. Bend your knee slightly, and touch your heel, touch your toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. Then the other side, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. And now we gently turn your foot in, out, but no weight. In, out, and the other side. In, out, in, out, in, out. And that's our warming up exercises. Have a little shake. Three is 3 cooling down exercises. Gently tap your thigh. And the second one is you can either clench your fist or stretch your finger out and tense, breathing, and relax, let go, breathe out. Tense, breathing, and relax, let go, breathe out. One more time. Tense, breathing, let go, breathe out. The third cooling exercise, breathing, breathe out, just like the second shoulder warm-up exercise. And down. You must stay safe before you start the lesson. Welcome to lesson 1. According to traditional Chinese medicine, Qi is the life energy within every living being. In human, Qi circulates throughout your whole body, maintaining the health and vitality of life. When the Qi is flowing smoothly and in harmony. When the qi is strong, the person is healthy and mentally balanced and more serene. When the qi is disturbed, when it's too fast or not balanced or not strong enough, that's when people become sick. Tai Chi is designed to enhance and cultivate qi most effectively. In the human body, there's an area called Dang Tian. Dang Tian is 3 finger breath below your belly button and 3 finger breath inside. It's a small area where the qis are stored, and then qi move from the dantian to different parts of the body. And so the dantian is a very important area. If you have a look at it, just below the belly button, it is the center of your body. So we are going to start learning this core of the Tai Chi for Rehab program that is called Dantian Breathing Qigong. It's a form of exercise. It's a breathing exercise that's going to help you to enhance the qi. I would like to introduce Janet.
Hello, Paul.
Hi, Janet.
Welcome.
And I'd like to introduce Pat.
Hello, Paul.
Hi, Pat. The Dantian breathing exercise can be done when you're lying down, when you're sitting, when you're standing, when you're walking, especially when you do the Tai Chi for Rehab. It's really great in the sense that you can do this exercise casually, half-hearted, just thinking about it. You can do this exercise with full focus and be incorporated to your Tai Chi. You can do it as often, as less you like. And whenever you do this exercise, it's going to help you to improve your qi, help you to relax more, and improve the healing power. And if you incorporate into your Tai Chi, you'll make your Tai Chi more powerful. So to start with, I'd like you to put one hand over your dantian, that's just anywhere below your belly button now, and another hand over above your belly button. I'd like you to make your mouth lightly closed. Put your tongue touching the roof of your mouth. And breathe through your nose and breathe out through your nose very gently. However, if you have difficulty breathing through the nose, it's okay to breathe through the mouth. And I'd like you to just feel, imagine air coming through your nose and bypass your lung and fill up your stomach. So I'd like you to feel as you breathe in, gently expand your stomach as though it's like a balloon, air filling it up. And then when you breathe out, gently, gently squeeze your balloon and empty the air. Do that very gently and very slowly. Now, of course, air don't go into the stomach. What it does is that when you normally breathe, 80% of the breathing are done by the intercostal muscle. Those are the muscles that you consciously know during the breathing. There's roughly 20% of the breathing are done through the diaphragm. The diaphragm is two dome-like structure sitting underneath the lung. And when you move the diaphragm in this fashion, it draws air into more space. So when you use the diaphragm to breathe, It opens up more space in your lung. It's really very good for oxygenating your body. As well as that, diaphragmatic breathing is associated with relaxation, with healing. So when you use diaphragmatic breathing, it's very effective for healing. A lot of physios teach people after operation or before or after giving birth of child, the abdominal breathing. When you expand your stomach, what you do is create a negative pressure that draw your diaphragm down and bring extra air to your lung. And when you squeeze your stomach, you relax the diaphragm and go back and it expel more air. But nobody needs to know that. All you need to do is just aware of expanding your stomach as you breathe in, or more correctly, we call it your abdomen. So all this part is your abdomen. When you breathe in, your abdomen expand, and when you breathe out, you gently squeeze the air out by contracting your abdomen. Now, I'd like you to make a difference between the upper part of your abdomen and your lower part, the part above the belly button and the part below. What I'd like you to do is try not to move the part above this hand and just expand with the lower abdomen. So let's try that. Breathe in and slowly expand your lower abdomen. And breathe out gently and squeeze your lower abdomen. Let's try that again. Do your breathing very gently. Breathe in. Try to hold this and breathe out gently. Squeeze. Now, if you find that difficult to do, another technique is to contract your anus, the muscles around the anus. If you gently contract that, as though you're moving it up 1/4 of an inch or 1/2 centimeter. Just a tiny little bit. Contract your pelvic floor muscle gently, and you'll find you can contract your lower abdomen without moving the upper abdomen too much. It's not possible not to move the upper abdomen at all. The idea is to move as little over here and as much underneath, and still in a natural, relaxed way. Especially when you do this lying down, it's easy to do. And when you get used to this form of breathing, you can do that in any situation, as I said before, and it help you to bring more oxygen to your lung, more qi to your body. The dantian breathing exercise is derived from the ancient Chinese Tai Chi breathing method that I've been practicing for many years. I have modified it to this dantian breathing based on scientific research. The latest scientific research, especially on the deep stabilizer, are very interesting. What it does is that we discover in recent years there's a whole group of muscles deep to your spine. There's one group that's behind your spine, next to the vertebrae, the closest to the bone of the spine. They're called multifidus. If you put your hand in the back and you feel the spine. Put your hand on the hip, and then your fingers in the back, and if you feel the spine, and then you run your finger 1 centimeter or half an inch away from the spine, you can feel like 2 thick muscles there. Those are the multifidus. The multifidus are thick muscles deepest to your spine. There are other muscles outside there. And the next group is called the transverse abdominis. Those are like sheets of muscles over running down your abdomen. And the deepest layer of that transverse abdominis is part of the stabilizers. So we often call it TA for easy to remember, the TA, transverse abdominis. And at the bottom of that, these are the core pelvic floor muscles. They're like a floor for the pelvis. And then on top are the 2 diaphragms I talk about. So if you think about these muscles, they're closest to the spine. They're like a muscular corset to the spine. We know those muscles were there, but we didn't know exactly how they function until recent years. We discovered they behave different from other muscles. Their function is to stabilize, protect the spine. And they behave differently in the muscular function, and they behave differently in strengthening them. So study has shown that when people have back pain, no matter what causes the back pain, the deep stabilizers, especially the multifidus, would go weak. And the weak stabilizers are very closely related to weak spine, back pain, and weakness. And this go hand in hand with the Tai Chi theory that there's internal, external. The stabilizers are internal muscles that protect your spine, and the other big muscles that lifting and moving, they are external muscles. And in the Tai Chi theory, you must be strong from inside first. It's okay to be strong from inside, then you can manage the strong muscle outside. But if you have strong muscles outside, and when they are too strong, and if your inside is not strong enough, it's like a building, it collapses without foundation. Now this is illustrated by a beautiful study of the American national rowing team. Interestingly, these people are fit athletes. They have all kinds of exercise. They have all sorts of muscles. But a lot of them have back pain, and a lot of them have weak stabilizers. This shows to me that the stabilizers need different kinds of exercise to strengthen them, which is bear out by scientific studies. So the deep stabilizer exercises are different from normal conventional Western exercise like lifting and strength training. It works on a number of things. Number 1, posture. Number 2 is related to your breathing. Number 3, to strengthen them, you need to contract those muscles very gently in order not to involve the external muscle. Almost thinking about it is good enough. And this is really what we do in Tai Chi. Tai Chi is all about posture, breathing, and we talk about using soft, gentle movements. And therefore, I use the study because modern study, even though you discover the same theory, the same concept of internal, external, it pinpoints where to strengthen it, how to do it, in a pinpoint accuracy. That's a wonderful thing about scientific research. And because I have that knowledge, I then go back to my traditional Chinese Tai Chi breathing method, and I improve it, modernize it, so it becomes more simple. It becomes just one area. All you need to do is expand the lower abdomen and contract the lower abdomen. So when you breathe out, it's a contraction of the lower abdomen. When you breathe in, it's expansion, like a balloon, expand your balloon. And when you contract the anal muscle, it should be very, very gentle. Thinking about it is enough. And that contraction comes with squeezing the balloon. So it's an out-breath, contracting the pelvic floor muscle or contracting the anal muscle gently, gently, and squeeze your balloon, squeeze your lower abdomen very, very gently. And then relax as you breathe in, expand your lower abdomen. Contract and relax. This is a totally harmless exercise. You can do it anywhere. There's only one most important rule. Whenever you feel uncomfortable, let go and let nature take place and just breathe normally. Do not force it. And enjoy doing that anytime you wish. Movement 1 is commencement form. And I'm going to show you. My colleagues and friends behind me will show you how we can do it sitting down. When we started, our feet together and your body's upright. Imagine there's a string that gently stretches you from the top of the head and the bottom of your foot. So you are upright but not tense, and cleanse your mind. So Tai Chi itself means infinity. It is philosophical term from the ancient Chinese. Thousands of years ago, they saw the universe as a vast void. There was nothing, and that's called Wu Qi. Then all of a sudden, there's the universe that's infinity, that's vast, and that's called Tai Chi. And within the universe, everything can be divided into yin and yang. Yin are things like feminine, night, softness. Yang are something like masculine, daytime, and hardness. Everything in the universe consists of yin and yang. Yin and yang are no bigger than each other. They are complementing and they coexist in harmony. When yin and yang is existing in harmony within the human being, that person is healthier, the qi flows better, and is more serene. And when the person interacts with another person in a harmonious way, with yin and yang, with love and not so positive feelings, when they in good balance, then that person and the community is in harmony. So with Tai Chi, we're going to start with feet together, that is infinity. And when we separate our feet into two, it separates into yin and yang. And the rest of Tai Chi movement is about achieving that balance. We have the hands turn into yin hand, and the other hand is yang hand, and then it interchange. And you don't have to know any of those. All you have to do is follow the movement, and then it would teach your body to help to bring the qi to harmony. Although whenever you remember, do think of the dantian breathing exercise. Whenever you remember, you can breathe through your lower abdomen. And when it's appropriate, I'll talk to you about how to breathe in and out. But one most important rule, don't fight it. Anytime it's uncomfortable, you go to normal breathing. So let's start from the beginning. Your body upright, and it cleanses your mind. That's Wu Qi, that's nothing. Make your mind go to nothing. Then slowly, slowly, lift your left heel up, separate your foot, touch down your toe first, and then gently put your foot down, distribute your weight. Now when you are not doing it standing, when you sit down, you can move your feet the same way. And if you can't move your feet, it's okay. Visualize. Visualize or imagine as close as I'm doing, but do what you can very well within your comfort zone. And that happens to every movement. You can visualize the whole set of Tai Chi, and you will still gain significant benefit from your health, from the Tai Chi skill. Study has shown when people visualize that part of the muscles being exercised, the part of the brain that controls that part of the body has also been exercised. And when you fill your mind with visualizing, relaxing, balancing, harmonious Tai Chi movements, then your mind becomes more relaxed, more harmonious, more balanced. So let's start again. Follow me. We start from beginning. Cleanse your mind. Lift your heel up. Separate your feet. Foot down. Even your weight. One more time. Follow me. Separate your feet. Then you bring your hands up slowly, slowly, smoothly, and breathing in to about shoulder height. And then you lift your fingers up and bend your knees very, very gently. And bring your hands to in front of your chest, just below your chin. If you can, bend your wrists so that your fingers are pointing up, your palms are facing each other, and the distance is roughly the width of your head, the width about your head. So let's do that again from the beginning. Separate your feet. Hands up slowly, slowly, breathing slowly. Remember, you can go back to normal breathing whenever it's uncomfortable. And then turn your finger up, bend your knees to where's comfortable to you. And your hands should be away from your chest. Leave a space here. And looking eye level. Follow me one more time. Separate your feet. Hands up. hands in front of your chest. Now, when you get used to do this, what you could do is you bring your hands up and think of things are going to get better. You are going to take better care of yourself, and things are going to looking up as your finger pointing up. And when your palm face each other, in the middle of the palm, there's an acupuncture point. Acupuncture is based on the concept of Qi. It's based on many energy channels, or in acupuncture world, it's called meridians. Many meridians travel around your body, connecting energies in different organs to the outside body. And acupuncture point is like a Qi station or energy station. So in the center is this energy station that controls the upper limb. And when the energy point opposite each other, they communicate with each other. It's just like when you communicate with your next door neighbor, you become better friends and you both become better person. So when you communicate, the two Qi points communicate, it grows Qi. To finish off, you let reverse direction, let your hands stretch out, standing up, and then feet together. Now I'm going to turn to my back. Follow me 3 times. Focus. Check your posture. Cleanse your mind. Lift the left foot up. Separate. Hands up slowly. Bend your knees. Bring your hand in front of your chest. One more time. Separate your feet. Hands up, breathing. Fingers pointing up. Bend your knees. Let's do one more time. Separate your feet. Breathe in. Hands up. Hands in front of your chest. Bend your knees. The next movement is open and close. We'll show you. So your hands are head width. When you open, breathe in and gently open to the width of your shoulder. When you close, go back to the width of your head. So we're going to do this 3 times. The first time, focus on the shape. So open to shoulder width as you breathe in. Breathe out and close to the head width. The second time, I'd like you to imagine there's a magnetic force between the 2 acupuncture points. It's a gentle force that as you open, you have to pull against a gentle resistance. As you close, you can push gently against resistance. And the third time, I'd like you to think of the Dantian breathing method. Open, expand your lower abdomen. Close, gently, gently squeeze your lower abdomen. Remember, Whenever your breathing gets uncomfortable, just let go and breathe normally. Now I'm going to turn around, follow us 3 times. Open, close. Open, close. One more time. Open, close. Hands forward, slowly, slowly, staying up. Feet together. Follow us as we go through what we learned this lesson. And Janet is going to stand up, walk behind the chair, like people who has not been able to stand up for too long. It's a good idea for them to stand up next to the chair so they can get support anytime. Commence. Separate your feet. Hands up slowly, breathing in slowly. Bring your hands in front of your chest. Open, breathing to shoulder width. Breathe out together to head width. Open, think of a gentle magnetic force against the gentle magnetic force as you close. Open with the Dantian breathing method. Close. And hands forward, slowly, slowly stand up. Feet together. Follow me, what we learned so far. Separate your feet. Hands up, breathing. Hands in front of your chest, bend your knees. Open, breathing. Close, breathe out. Open against a gentle magnetic force. Close against the magnetic force. Open with Dantian breathing in, breathing out. Tai Chi is an exercise in an art that is different from the Western exercise we used to. In the Western exercise, the faster, the stronger, the better. In Tai Chi, the softer, the more internal is better, because internal strength will continue to grow no matter what age. And you can practice it no matter what condition you are. You might not be used to that. Fast, slow, hard and soft, external, internal, it is part of nature. Your nature needs both. So softer, internal is something we don't have enough. And if you do more of this, gradually you get used to it and you get to like it. So please persevere, give yourself time, work on that, practice, think about it. Tai Chi for Health program has been around for about 13 years. We have reached millions of people. I have met thousands of people, people who learned it from lying in bed, from sitting in wheelchair, to normal life, much more than where they start from. And many of these people start teaching and sharing. And I can give you hundreds and thousands of examples. I'm a prime example of what Tai Chi can do for me, or what Tai Chi did to rehabilitate me. In my early teens, I suffered from chronic malnutrition. In fact, I nearly died from it. And that gave me lots of chronic conditions to challenge me. The most serious one was arthritis. I have arthritis since my early teens, and then by the time I graduated as a medical doctor, I have difficulty carrying my doctor's bag. My arthritis was so bad that I have to do something, and that's why I started Tai Chi. Tai Chi has transformed my life. Now, more than 50 years since I have arthritis, I'm stronger, flexible than people half my age. Tai Chi has gave me so much more than just arthritis. I have poor immunity, have all other problems that are associated with chronic malnutrition. Now, I have very good immunity. I still have stress, emotional crisis like everybody else have. But Tai Chi helped me to overcome those challenges. Whenever my arthritis flare up, it's because I didn't practice enough. I'll practice more. Whenever the stress is too challenging, I do more Tai Chi. That helped me to overcome and make me a better person. And that is what I have to give. It is the greatest gift I have for everyone. I recently gave up my medical practice to focus on sharing Tai Chi. I think it's preventive medicine. I really enjoy helping people as a doctor. I have helped lots of patients. It's so nice to be face to face and doing something almost immediately. But there's nothing like reaching millions with Tai Chi, and I felt so fortunate to have that privilege to offer this gift to you, to many people, and so many of my colleagues, so many of people who share my vision, who use the Tai Chi to help rehabilitate so many other people, giving millions of people a better quality of life, a better way to health and wellness. I hope you enjoy, practice, get a lot out of this program, and share it with many others. See you next lesson. Remember to practice.